Cool. Welcome to Millionaire podcast. We're here with Darren.
That's me.
That's Darren. And we've just come all the way to Stafford and we're going to just interview Darren, find out what's going on at PWS. Tell me.
How much of a story would you like to know?
Not much. Just tell me, like, 5 minutes how you come to be here, how it's grown, what you like to do, what you're good at, because we know what you're good at, and that's why we're here.
You do make some cool shit.
Yeah.
But
you've got other people in the market now, like Tom from CleanLink, who are they're not making the kit you're making because you're established stuff, but they seem to be making a splash at the moment. A little bit. And you think if they carry on with it, how much yours is established brands and the green and everything is clever, but how much of an effect could they be?
Is the green clever?
I think it's clever.
So let's talk about the green stuff.
And
how we started with the green stuff. Around 20 years
on the podcast,
or is we not turned on yet?
Are we on?
It's always rolling.
Oh, it's always rolling. Sorry.
It's always rolling, so you can edit it or whatever you need to do.
Do you want me to do an intro then?
Do an intro and we'll start afresh.
Cool. Welcome to Millionaire podcast. We're here with Darren.
That's me.
That's Darren. Tom's behind the camera. And we've just come all the way to Stafford. I've never been here before. We know lots about it. And we're going to just interview Darren, find out what's going on at PWS, what's new coming up at the expo, what Darren's good at, what the team's good at, and what we can learn going forward. So, Darren,
exciting.
Tell us a bit about your story. Tell us how we came to be here. PWS.
Wow. We've been around a long time.
Yeah? How long?
So we started 2005 was the concept. We officially started 2006. So we're just about to roll 20 years.
Yeah.
We've been in this building here since 2009. So pretty long time. I've been fixing cleaning equipment since 1996.
Wow.
So that's a long time.
It is.
Given I'm only 25 years old, I'm doing that pretty well. So we've been around a really long time. You're here because a few years ago, we splashed into a different market.
Yeah.
So although you've cameras sat on top of what our bread and butter machines are, which is the hot water machines, quite specialist. Jet wash, quite really specialist jet wash equipment. So, and what I mean by that is complicated equipment. So, petrol machines are not complicated machines.
Right.
However, an all-electric machine, a machine in a factory that's got 10 pumps, that rotate the pumps on and off, are complicated machines, and that's what we're a specialist in. So, real proper specialist stuff. So at the time, we got a lad working for us, good lad, was really into petrol machines. And he was going, we need to do some petrols. We need to make a petrol machine. I'm like, I don't want to do it. And he went, let's do it. So he challenged me. So he asked the question. So manufacturers make big hot water machines. And they would be like the Brian Nixons or the Nilfisk or the big stuff that fills a van.
Yeah.
And he challenged me and said, well, first of all, he asked the question, why are they so big? And I'm like, well, you have an engine, then you have a generator, and then you have a pump, and you have to have an oversized engine because the engine has to run the pump and the generator. It's not just as simple as speccing an engine to a pump. So he sort of challenged me and said, do you think you could get on a pallet a hot water machine with 500 litres of water? Because that would be a game changer.
It would.
So we did. We basically rolled with that concept of building compact, small equipment. So we sort of looked at what was on the market, and none of it really fitted what the exterior guys were doing. So quite often they would have a small transit van, right, or a small Berlingo van, or a small van, and they've got all this kit that they're trying to take places, and they can't fit it in. So we sort of ignored what everybody else was doing with great big V-twin engines and big, huge, vast machines, and focused on doing these small, compact units. And that really took off really quickly. The other thing that we did is we didn't do any of the, I describe this now, a lot of the stuff you buy comes with an entry-level hose, comes with hard fastened pipes, it comes with no quick release fittings, it comes with a 10 quid gun, and you end up having to replace everything pretty much immediately when you start doing work. So we said, look, we're not going to do that. We're just going to send it with all of the right bits. And that's what we did. We never came up with the slogan, the Green Army. It wasn't part of our marketing strategy. If it was, we would have had Green Army across the top of the machines. That would have been way cleverer. It was actually our customers started saying to other people, potential customers, come and join the Green Army.
Cool.
And they sort of started that. And we just rolled with it. We had the hats done.
Well, I think it's great marketing. I think it works. Definitely.
You know,
like I want a hat. That's what I came for. Was a hat. Look, give me a hat. Yeah.
There's one I made earlier.
Definitely.
But that's kind of that's how it came about. We kind of focused on the other end of the market, where I'm not saying it was being ignored, just people wasn't making the kit at that end of the market. Now, of course, every man and his dog's copied the trend. And that's cool.
Did you see the big thing between? So when we used to pressure wash, we'd have a mobile machine. Take out the van. You got to bring it down the ramp. You got to set up to the water from the customer. You know, it's a big setup that you'd spend half an hour to an hour setting up before you
easily an hour and a half per job a day.
Easy.
Set up, pack up.
Easy. And then you got water problems because it's customers' water and they're not used to running that amount of water through. When did it change where, like, you see the people out there at the moment, everybody's got van mounted system?
I don't think it's what we did that changed it. I think that the industry changed. So the people that were successful decided to spend more money. And they then appeared more professional. And for the other people to catch up and win the contracts, they needed to be more professional. I think that's one aspect of it. So looking more professional in what you do. So setting yourself aside from the, let's just say, the traveller community, or the Karcher man, or whoever it is, moving from the mobile to a fixed machine gives that professional impression. So that was one aspect. The other is everybody needs to now make more money. But they might not necessarily be able to charge much more. So you need to do more jobs in a day. And the only way to do more jobs in a day is to do the jobs you're doing faster. So if you can save an hour and a half per job on setup and put down, you can go and do, for example, 250 quid drives in one day instead of one 250 quid drive in one day. And I think that it's two-pronged. It's professional and needing to make more money. So the time saving. That's how I think the shift happened.
But I think there's still people out there. We know a few that still bring out their pressure washer on wheels out of their van every time.
Thousands of people. Thousands.
It just seems a bit old school now. When you see the professional looking systems come out of here, when you see Partridge's setup, I know that's like the top dog setup, but that you can't not look professional when you turn up to a customer's house with that.
Well, look, you could use Sid as an example. Look at how his business elevated when he put a professional machine in his van. So he went from the one that he could afford at the time to one he might have had a bit of assistance with, but he was using loads of different fittings and couplings because he had to buy everything on top of whatever he had. And then Sid bumped into us and we professionalised his job, and then his business elevated. So he was busy, and then he went professional and it did that. And he was able to win, like today he's on a skyscraper in Birmingham somewhere. Weirdly, he's had to come and rent a mobile machine because they need to get the mobile machine to the roof of the skyscraper.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's took a mobile hotbox and a mobile toilet. So even though he's got a van full of professional stuff, today he's using mobile stuff.
How much of the hot water do you think that's going to take over? So how much is the difference between a cold water setup and a hot water? Not money-wise, I mean like professional-wise and finish-wise.
So the way I sort of explain hot water to people, and it's a simple thing.
Right.
When you clean your dishes at home, have you ever tried cleaning it with cold water?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure the wife has. I have never cleaned a dish in my life.
Here's me, I'm trying to keep it like PC.
No, she knows.
Politically correct. And you're like the little lady at home, she knows. Do them dishes, wench.
Yeah. I will get slapped later on for that. Yeah.
I'm not editing that.
And then you clean it with hot water, and hot water falls off. So hot water does have a place. And it's particularly good on greases and fats as a clean.
Yep.
And then on vegetation, when you get really hot, it kills organic growth. So, for example, the concept with steam cleaning a roof is you go up there with extremely hot water, and the hot water fetches off all the bird crap because it's fats.
Yep.
But then any organic growth that's on there, it kills it instantly as well as washing it as you go across.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting for the biocide to hit, comes across.
Yeah.
And there's certain stones as well, and I don't pretend to be a cleaner, so I wouldn't know the names of them, but certain stones where the dirt isn't actually physical dirt on top. It's like an organic inside the stone.
Yeah, yeah.
And you need to penetrate the stone to kill it. I think it's like a form of sandstone. And they respond really well to being steam cleaned on low pressure because it kills what's inside.
It keeps beeping in my glasses. Do you want me to take these off? As you getting 2 foot of sound effects on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll get there.
Look at that. Special glasses.
No, yeah, well, we do the little shorts and stuff from, because you can roll around your van or whatever you're doing and it's on your face.
I do fancy some next for the shorts that we're doing. We'll get to shorts in a minute.
They're good, but their battery life is poor.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How long we're talking?
Well, if you did say 3 or 4 3-minute videos, and there's battery gone.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get about 18.
No. 18 minutes?
About 18 different videos.
Yeah, yeah, but that's it. That's like you could do that in half an hour and then that's it. Your batteries, you got to charge it up again.
I've got more subscribers on YouTube, mate. So
it's not long anyway. It's not like hours. You couldn't wear them for 6 hours. You could wear it for 1 or 2.
I was going to buy some. I don't think I'll bother.
That's what you're filming.
Yeah, yeah.
Just turn them off when you go to the toilet.
When I'm doing cleaning videos and I'm out there on the glass, it's not many videos because maybe I've got my audio running through it as well, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, because you're using them. You know, got a podcast in your ear or whatever. So it's not they don't last very long when you're doing lots of things. But
because they've got little speakers above your ears.
Yeah, yeah.
I learnt this the other day when I went and tried some on.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to up our game because I had so we pay somebody to do our socials. So our stationary socials, we use a company called NX Media, a lovely girl called Nikita. She's fantastic. And what she does is she does all of our static posts and has done all along. So when I say I had a pause from social media, the business never had a pause from social media. I did. So April came and I got fed up of the nonsense, the bitching, the moaning, all the guff that comes with social media. And like I said, we've been doing this 20 years. We go to dealer conferences and get drunk with all of the other dealers. Have done for years. It's never been a problem. Facebook, social media gets involved, and suddenly people are trying to cause aggro between all the different suppliers. And the reality is, we all intertrade with each other. We all get on really well.
Yeah.
There's no beef, but there's the perception of beef. So I came off it. I had April till September away from social media. And I was done. And I came back after having, first time ever, August off, pretty much. Spent it with the kids. So I spent August off Came back in September and went, right, I'm going to do something different. And I moved to doing the short 30 seconds, minute clips on TikTok.
Yeah.
Decided I didn't want to do the sales posts. So a lot of companies default to the, come and buy this for 20 quid.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I stayed away from that and just did just like, not days in our lives, but fun stuff.
Yeah.
So if you hang around here long enough, you'll hear somebody shout, "Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff? What's going on? Where's Jeff?" Right? That's real.
Yeah.
That happens every day. Right? It might not be 100% real when I'm going, "Where's Jeff?" But I really do go and catch him doing what he's doing, and he never expects me to turn up. Which is why when we was doing Sausage Fest, hilariously got the date wrong. Camera in his face. And Sausage Fest, Jeff, and he goes, gets the date wrong. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, Jeff." But yeah, so we've kind of gone for just about what we do during the day and not really focused on how much something costs. It's like I get asked questions all the time. So I've done a video this morning, sat next to this Mazzoni boiler, right?
Yep.
People think because we make our own, we don't sell and maintain and support other brands. And we do.
Yep.
So, I'm sat by it going, "Did you know we do this?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get asked all the time. I was sat by a pellet full of Honda engines because we do a lot of Briggs. Questions all the time. "Do you do Hondas?" Of course we do Hondas. We do all the brands.
Yeah.
Just because you only see certain ones, it just means they're a little bit more popular or they're what we happen to have the camera out for. Do you know what I mean? Every day, all brands.
And because you're not the cleaner, you're the behind the product. When we struggle as cleaners to know what to do in a situation, your problem solving of doing it for years, you're going to find the answer quicker than we are.
Yeah.
So why won't we come to you?
Yeah, exactly. And I've started doing a few little videos as well, like how to service your own machines.
Yeah.
Just little stuff. But videos and social media have been interesting. Really interesting. We were stalled on YouTube. I don't know how you're finding viewers.
Well, we're newer to it, but viewers, it's I agree with that.
So we were stuck 500 subscribers, right? Because although our Facebook is 3,000 or 4,000, which is what I consider to be probably 1,000 active users that fall in and out, absolute tops, there's 1,000 active users. So all these forums and groups with 20 or 30,000 people in or whatever, only 1,000 of them are probably current active cleaners. Out of that, 50 of them posting.
Yeah. So
actually 500, 1,000 subscribers is probably true to life. And your extra ones are people that have fallen off, but not left the groups.
Yeah.
We were stuck. And with the days of our lives, I did one of those sync videos. My daughter came out. She went, Dad, I really want to do a video. Come do a video with me. And I think we want to be cool dads, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So I said, yeah, I'll do the video. And it was like, I wake up in the morning and she came around the side, bitches in this and all that. And she's only 13. Right. And the Americans went wild one night. We got 600 subs in one night. Did 100,000 views in a 2-hour window.
That's crazy.
It was nothing to do with work.
Yeah.
Original plan was to give a machine away when we got to 1,000 subscribers. But if 600 are Americans that came on over one video, that doesn't quite work, does it?
No.
Socials have been interesting.
Yeah, well, it's a different world we live in now, isn't it? We're cleaners, window cleaners, and we do the pressure washing as well. And for Dirt Millionaire, we found that you can't specialise anymore. We used to specialise as window cleaners. You can't do that. You got to do everything.
Well, and you have to do everything because the jet wash. So people ask me. So we do a lot of combination machines now. So you do one machine that does everything.
Yeah.
So it's a jet wash. It's also got DI vessels on it and pumps. It all runs off the same tank. Small, compact footprint. And it's because in the past, you used to be a window cleaner, or you used to be an exterior cleaner, or you used to be a gardener, or you used to be a brickie, or name any one of the things that you were going to be. Now what it is because let's pick on the jet wash guys for a minute. The jet wash guys are now going, to fill a void or to keep a customer, I'll tell you what, I'll clean your windows as well. So they're trying to keep their jet wash customers by cleaning windows, and the window cleaners are now having to do the jet washing to keep their window clean customers.
Yep.
It's what I believe is what's going on.
It's exactly what's going on.
I don't believe it's because window cleaners suddenly decided, you know what, today, Matthew, I'm going to do. Today, Matthew, I'm going to be a jet
Our young
man.
audience won't even get that reference.
He's giggling.
Yeah, he's old. He's old.
It's like today we'll do this, or we'll do that, or the garden machinery guy, the garden man, the landscaper has decided to do a bit of jet washing.
Yeah.
Well, the jet wash man's now going to do a little bit of gardening at the same time. So I'm now seeing everybody doing a bit of everything to try and keep their customers. It's no different here, right? So we, in the past, wouldn't have touched window cleaning poles, resin, 12 volt, but we'd do people that came here.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't advertise it, market, or sell it. And behind the camera is a bunch of brushes for window cleaning. We just wouldn't do it. And now what we're finding is companies that sell window cleaning equipment, you mentioned one earlier, tagging on jet wash work.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is, although they might not overly be specialists in jet washes, what they do is they nick the passing customer for a high pressure hose, or nick the passing customer for a gun or a lance.
Yeah.
And they're the people that would have come here that kept the shop open.
Yeah.
So now what we have to do is I now have to sell all the other stuff that we wouldn't have sold before, because I would have let the window cleaner guys specialise in being window cleaners.
And do you find that there's people coming for just window cleaning stuff?
Yeah, we're making window cleaner setups where the resin's really popular, palletfuls at a time, that's leaving now. We've got the DI vessels and all the membranes regularly going out through the door.
So the latest video we saw that you did was Cedars, who we've spoken to.
Yes.
We're doing a podcast with soon.
That can't be the latest video.
The latest.
Do you mean when he was here yesterday having his heaters fitted?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you off. I was going to say
that was yesterday.
His other video was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, and in that video a couple of months ago, it's very clever what you've done there, I think, from a window cleaner standpoint, because he's, like you said, he's a jet washer that's doing his windows to keep his customers happy.
Yeah.
Great. He's not going to go out there and clean a load of windows on factories or houses. He's just going to do it for his window cleaning customers, for his fresh washing customers. Now, the setup, if you haven't seen it, look at that Cedars video, because it's very good. You've got 3 tanks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now, how can all 3 tanks be used for window cleaning?
Yes.
Okay, I've got one question for you then. When in the past,
come on, I've got props here. I've got props so we can demonstrate. Because look, I have 10th scale versions.
Definitely,
of what
this is really
got.
class.
Right, so that Cedars frame. This is a 500 litre tank.
Yep.
And this frame was originally designed to have a 500 litre tank.
Yep.
Across the back of it like this. This is the smaller compact frame we talked about earlier.
Yep.
And that's designed to have a smaller tank. Cedar came along and he went, look, I need more than 1 tank.
Yep.
How much water do you want? I want more than 500 litres. We're talking, I want 500 litres for jet wash, 250 for this. So we got the 250 tool out and we used this. We sat here.
Yeah.
Here's his van. This is roughly 10th scale of a transit.
Yeah.
We sat his van down. We drew on where his side door was. Dead clever, CAD drawing. Right? And we got it out and we went, well, actually, look, we can fit 3 of these in pretty much the same footprint as a 500 litre tank. So we took Cedar's machine like this. And we know these tanks nearly touch the roof of a low roof fan.
Yep.
And we knew that 3 would fit across here. And then we built him a manifold across the back. And we call it the £1 million manifold because it's all stainless steel. So it's got all of the
very good,
very expensive fittings. And there's an isolator between each tank.
Yeah.
So you can turn the jet wash off.
Yeah.
And fill all of them with water for window cleaning.
Yeah.
Or you can have 2 for window cleaning, 1 for his jet wash, all of them for the jet wash, none for the window cleaning, however you want to use it. So you can just move the valves in the back.
I think you've just answered it. But say you had all 3 full of tap water that you were going to use for fresh washing, and then you wanted to window clean. So you would empty
Yeah, it's got a drain valve on it.
Drain valve. I think that's the answer to the question. So drain everything out and then put pure water in.
And what Luke has worked out is the little teeny weeny bit that's left in the bottom of dirty water.
Mm-hmm.
When he's put pure water in all the way to the top, it barely affects his TDS.
Because, years ago, I had a window cleaner set up fitted and they put tap water in to test it. It took me hours to run that tap water out.
That's probably because
there's no drain valve. So that's the answer to the question.
Yeah, so drain valve. So he's got a neat drain down valve down the front. What I believe he's going to do, we were talking about it yesterday, is we're probably going to fit a couple of DI vessels to it anyway. So instead of him worrying about going for pure,
just in
he
case,
could just use the water that's in it. Or if it isn't as pure as he likes, he could just do that extra little bit on his way out. Because although it's the more expensive way to do it, using a DI on demand, if you're only doing a little bit of window clean, so if you're a jet wash guy, doing a little bit of window cleaning, it's a dead simple solution.
Yeah.
We did one for Lee Pink. Last week. So last week, every day there was at least one install of some description. And Lee's was one of our compact machines, the hot water, same as Sid's. So 500 litre tank. So roughly similar, but with one hose reel in the middle. And he had a DI vessel here on the side with a T-piece on this tank. Little faster on the front of his machine.
Yeah.
And he just has a little carry window cleaner hose that he keeps footwell of his van or on top out the way. And when he does an odd little bit of cleaning, pulls out the hose, pops it on the floor, plugs his machine in, runs off the batteries that are in it, away he goes.
Clever.
It's just neat. Why carry loads of different tanks?
Definitely. And when they were running about with mobile pressure washers and their window cleaners and stuff like that, that is so neat and tidy.
Small.
And
size of a pallet.
Cedar's got loads of space at the back, as well.
Yeah, it doesn't touch his side door.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even go past the edge of his side door.
Yeah.
Loads of room. It's the one thing that we concentrated on. It was having a compact machine is what mattered.
And with like Sid's one, which is the all singing, all dancing thing, that takes up the same footage space. So it's just the back of his van. Doesn't touch his side door again.
Doesn't touch his side door again. Size of a pellet.
And that's got the heater on it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's got a boiler on it. So we can't fit. So what I will say is when you see these jet wash setups that are hot water with multiple hose reels, so high pressure and low pressure, if you look closely, you'll realise that the reels are actually considerably smaller. So unless the machine's massive, right, to get a reasonably small one that will go in a transit size van, they end up fitting really small hose reels, which is pointless.
Yeah.
You may as well not bother having one.
Yeah.
So on our hot water machine, because we can't fit it in that tight footprint, we don't fit a low pressure hose reel because we can't. We could fit one, but you'd only get about 20 metres of hose on it.
Yeah.
It's a pointless thing. I mean, you will have missed this week. We did one, and it went into the back of, so Cedar's size machine went into the, I'm going to show it you and then you can share a picture, went into the back of a Berlingo.
Small van.
Really, really small van. So they had a 250 tall,
right? So
that the side door of the Berlingo was still open so they could put their stuff in the side.
Wow.
Which in itself is mega.
Yeah.
We designed it to go in a side door, in the back of a Berlingo, but we'd never had anybody book one for the back of a Berlingo.
I did see him on Facebook actually, but yeah, that's really neat. And we'll put it up on the video.
It was like it made me feel warm inside because I designed it.
And that is a small van, a short wheelbase little van.
That's a teeny tiny little van. That is like really small van. So that made me feel a little bit warm inside. I enjoy the design element. I like being challenged
and the problem solving side.
Briggs and Stratton, we're the only people to make a long run tank for the Briggs and Stratton. It's been around for the Honda for years. The concept is fairly simple.
Yeah,
it's a vacuum driven fuel pump, or should I say air driven fuel pump. It works off the engine breather, but the Briggs and Strattons don't have all the breathers, so we worked out how to make a Briggs and Stratton work. And Cedar's frame, the gap at the side is for fuel tank.
Yeah.
It was just a bit tight with his big Lonson to get it in. We've grown so since we built Cedars, we've grown the frame 50mm.
Yeah, right.
Still fits in a Berlingo. That's one of the 50mm frames. So if Cedar had the newest version, the version 3 BM frame, you would get the fuel tank for his engine in the gap at the end.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's built the way it is. That's what that weird gap at the end is for. It's for a fuel tank, either for the Briggs & Stratton or Honda 14 horse or for your V-twin.
What about the new fancy toys that seem to be coming out? Like, I saw one the other day, I can't remember which company it was, but they had a almost double turbo nozzle, but it was a big old fat turbo nozzle at the end like that. I'll get the video up and show you.
You mean the Felch?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's only been about for about 25 years, that has, 30 years.
Right.
It's been around forever. For use on great big chuff-off drain jetters.
Right.
Really expensive.
So you couldn't put it on a normal system?
Nah, no point.
But actually, I didn't think it was that much faster.
No, what it is it's several turbo nozzles inside of one head. But if you imagine, each turbo nozzle really wants its own machine to drive it.
Yes.
So if you put it on a 40-litre machine, 40 litre machine, it's going to drive like your 21.2.
Yeah.
It's going to drive better, obviously better than your 21.2, but you'll have the performance to drive it. I think that there's a lot of stuff that's quite gadgety.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Well, that seemed it. Like, it's not for exterior cleaners.
No, I'm reserved about the turbo rotary cleaner.
The surface cleaner,
surface cleaner. So turbo nozzles are notoriously delicate.
Yes.
Do you really want them spinning around at high RPM?
Yes.
Getting clipped by rocks on the floor? They're just going to be very expensive to keep maintaining, to keep working. And I'm not convinced they're going to clean much better. I'm not convinced.
If it's for speed, in my opinion, I don't think you can beat a man just going for it with a pressure washer, with a turbo nozzle. I can do car parking spaces in no time. It's
pick the size of your job, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So a 21. So if you roll back 10 years, a 15150 was the go-to machine for cleaning driveways.
Right.
And it was a 15150 because a standard household tap can nearly keep up with a 12, 13 litres a minute. So you'd have a wheelie bin or a buffer tank and your machine would keep up.
Yep.
And that'd be mint. However, towards COVID times, my Willie's bigger than your Willie, social media, one-upmanship started to appear. And suddenly, it's 21-litre machines were the go-to norm.
Yep.
Now, they've never been the norm because people cannot keep them full of water on domestic jobs, but they clean quickly.
Yeah.
Right. So people have then found a way to do it. Now, I'm doing more and more 30 or 40-litre machines, right? Because people want even faster.
Yeah.
But then what they're doing is they're buying two machines.
Right.
One for doing the delicate small roof stuff.
Yeah.
One, and something like that little carry frame will do a roof.
It's an amazing little thing.
Right? You don't need a big chuff-off 21.2 for doing roofs.
Yeah.
Or the odd domestic job where they need to get in and out. And then they're using the big ones then on the surface cleaners on the larger work.
Yeah.
The bigger work like the car parks, the large. I've got John making a noise now. You could bring one of them over if you want, John.
Yeah, let's have a look at a gadget.
In fact, bring all the gadgets over, John. Let's get some gadgets. That'll just one of the water brooms. That'll do. Cheers, mate. Gadget Central.
Gadgets. We like a gadget. What we got? Oh, I think I saw that. You were talking about that the other day on something. Right.
Must have gadgets. First of all, if you're an exterior cleaner, you definitely want to have a Q-style gun.
Okay.
Familiar with the Q-style gun? Do I need to grab one?
Yeah, go and grab one just in case.
It's called your bluffer, haven't it?
Yeah, he was like, do you know this? And I went, do I want to admit that I don't know what he's talking about?
Right, let's bring a selection, seems as they're hung up.
Right.
Familiar with the Q-style gun?
Yep.
Okay, so Q-style gun, many benefits. Biggest ones is you can change and swap your lance as much as you like.
Yes.
Okay, which is useful because if you have a turbo lance, so really you don't want to be having your turbo on a little mini QR. You want it fastened directly on your lance for less vibration. But then you want to take it off, then plug in a rinse down lance.
Yes.
But you may also want to have different attachments, so that'll pull forwards and clip in. Just lift that forwards. I can't do it yet.
Look at that.
So that now gives you the ability to be directly at your palm. So if you're doing like walls, garden furniture, car wheel arches,
and I suppose you could put a
anything
on the end of it, turbo devil on the end of it.
So you can then put your selection of nozzles in the end. Now that particular one is probably the most famous nozzle on the internet at the moment.
Okay.
That is the water broom that you'll see Luke banging on about.
I was just about to call that.
Chuff off nozzle. Clever. It's nothing. I've not reinvented the wheel. I've just gone to part suppliers. Picked the right spec, built it up, made it work.
And it's green.
And it's green.
On brand.
We do different coloured ones.
No, keep it green.
We also obviously make our own inserts for the guns as well.
Yeah.
But I brought you generic ones because I'm not about pushing brand. I really am not about pushing brand.
No.
But that's a cool setup. So then you can also clip into that anything like your X-Jets and all the rest of it. Clunk, click, easy to go. But the Mini Q must-have gadget. That's quite useful. This is a different type of ST2600. So that one is called the ST2600 Vario.
It's just a bit heavier, but yeah.
Turn the pressure up and down here.
Right.
Got a flow restrictor on it, which is clever.
It'd be clever on a roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you can buy... I'll just walk past. So we've got here behind you the same Vario.
Right.
That you can fasten anywhere. So you could put that on your foot pedal. You can put it on your... You don't have to have it fastened on that lance. You can fit that fit in there.
Yep.
Anywhere.
Clever.
And again, this is not reinventing anything. This is stuff that's been around for jet washers for 40 or 50 years.
Yep.
Before my time. And it's just about guiding you guys. So first of all is understanding what you're trying to clean. So I spend quite a bit of time now.
Well, you can do it on my company and then give me some advice with it. So everybody knows I run PCS exterior cleaning.
Good plug.
But we are window cleaners. Majority, 90% of the time, window cleaners.
I did spot the extra finger.
Is that attached to my thumb? No, we do pressure washing. I've got a pressure washing job on Saturday.
Okay.
I only carry... So when we do roof cleaning, I've got a roof set up off a foot pedal. We use a Turbo Devil on the roof.
Yeah.
And then on the ground... He's got visitors. On the ground, I've just got... I think it's called large plug. I could probably show you which one it is, but it's not that fit in there. I thought it was called large plug.
Where have you got it? On your lance?
Yes, on this bit here. So I can plug in a surface cleaner. I can plug in a.
Bear with me 1 second.
So on. A turbo lance, but I can't swap and change like you're doing here.
So you're not going to queue?
No.
So the first thing you need to do is upgrade your setup to a
I need to upgrade to have one of these so I can change
exactly
every time.
You can change every time, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've probably got...
So I couldn't do a water broom with my setup because, well, you could, but it would be a rubbish way of doing it, wouldn't it?
People put water brooms in the end. So they don't necessarily have them up here by the hands. They might use a normal lance like this.
Yeah.
So this size is called Mini QR.
Yep.
So you could pop that in and away you go. Ignore the fact it's got a...
Yeah. That's clever though that you can adjust the...
Yeah, it's not the most... It's not really ideal for long-term pressure reduction because it loads the machine up. So basically it restricts the flow which backs your unloader valve up.
Yeah.
But you know, for nipping to do just a little bit of something where you want to adjust it, or you've got up on the roof and you just need a little bit finer adjustment, the small amount, then that's where it'd be good. most of it you should try and do with your unloader valve and your revs on the machine.
But the bit of advice that I should pick up more is, you said it's probably not a good idea to have the little tips for like a turbo nozzle.
Not for the turbo. Turbo wants to be fastened directly to your lamps.
So the whole bit of kit.
The whole bit of kit. So you have one of those complete with a turbo on.
Why is that?
So basically, these fittings on the end, I don't know if I can demonstrate it on this. These wobble.
Yeah.
Side to side.
Yeah.
So when you've got a turbo nozzle on, which is naturally rotating round, that then rotates around like this, which then sends vibrations all the way down there, so will give you more white finger.
Right.
And it's just not the right way to do it.
Cool.
It'll just create you more problems. You'll also wear the seals out inside here quicker.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of this setup, all the small nozzles, but I understand why people have them, and I understand why they're useful. So I'm a fan of a fixed lance for every job.
Right. Which you could do with this setup.
Which you could do with this setup. But you'd carry 15 lances, whereas you could just have a simple nozzle.
And it does it for you.
Clip it in the end.
Great. Well, I know what I'm buying today.
Toys and gadgets. Toys and gadgets.
Yeah. Because obviously when you buy any fresh washer out there, they come with all the different nozzles on there that are this size, aren't they? What did you call it? Mini QR.
Yeah, so you've got mini, middies, and then maxes.
So you could even put those, you got like a 15 degree and whatever in there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a standard fitting.
Yeah. Clever. But I like the idea that I can swap to do a different job at the end of it. But this is really cool. I actually have one of these, but I've got nothing to put it into. Right, tell me what that is.
That is a sniper nozzle. Yeah. Basically, it's just a long-range nozzle. For what use? Oh, I don't know. People just like them. I think they like to stand at the bottom and hit the bottom of the gutters and basically rinse down. So if they put like a product on and they want to rinse it off, they'd hit it with that so they can long distance reach.
From the floor?
From the floor. And you'll hit a gutter quite easily from the floor with that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to do a lot of cleaning with it, personally, but you blow out
more rinse off
and rinse off, yeah. But say you've got it with your brush, and you brush chemical product on, and you need to rinse it off, that'd be perfect.
And I can put, so just going back to this end, I could put a, for a prime biocide, what are they called? X-jet on it.
Yep. Yep. Oh, we've got them too.
But before you said anything, I thought with that sniper nozzle, you could biocide a roof.
You could probably adjust an X-jet to put a. You could more than likely
because
adjust
then you
X-jet.
could do it if you were on a scaffolding tower. The problem we have at the moment is you go up there with a water-fed pole to biocide it, and it just takes you so long.
Yeah.
Whereas with that, it take you hardly any time.
Yeah, you could
if you could X-jet biocide onto a roof, it would take you no time at all.
I mean, if you want me to put my proper head on, I can tell you as an engineer, you can do that. My proper health and safety head says you don't want to be spreading any chemicals
too far
distance. It needs to be close and under control.
Yeah.
I don't believe in X-jets. It says whilst opening the box. I don't believe in the way that they're sold and used. I believe that they're used in an unsafe way. And somebody one day, there you go, there's an X-jet.
Yeah. So
somebody one day is going to spray some bleach or some biocide on a roof. It's going to go over the top of the roof. It's going to go into somebody's eyes and blind them or kill somebody's cat or whatever it's going to do. Then obviously you've got your pipe that goes on the bottom.
Yeah, so if you don't know, that's an X-jet attachment. You put your pipe on there, like Darren said, that goes into your chemical that you're spraying on your biocide. We should add a
disclaimer here that that's not an official X-jet. That is what we call an alley X-jet.
Okay.
Because I know that some people might get upset if they think that I'm calling it an X-jet.
Yeah.
Even though it probably comes out the same factory.
Yeah.
With just some slightly different attachments on it. We just call them an alley X-jet, and we sell them for half the price because they're not expensive things to buy.
I think there's a big amount of people that have been made redundant from their job and they got 10, 15 grand to spend and they go and buy a big fancy bit of kit and they think they're going to make lots of money from, and they haven't got a clue how to use any of it, right? Because I've been in that situation, and I bought an X-Jet, and I said to my mate, I don't think it works, because I didn't know how to use it, because no one explained it. You know, but saying, like, the pipe goes on there, it's obvious the pipe goes on there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I couldn't pay me bill.
Bear with me one second.
That's
Call back
important.
another time, I don't mind.
No.
I mean, honestly, I really don't mind, lads.
Why's coming through that
a
now?
little bit there if you want.
Okay. Just deal with it, Jeff. He'll sort
I
it.
see your podcast every single night.
Well, you'll see another one. You're going to be featured on one.
Yeah.
Really?
Paying your bill. It's double
Paying
because
your
I'm
bill.
here, though.
I did see that and asking everybody what it was. And it makes the water shoot really far, didn't it?
Everybody watches.
I'll put that in front of the camera. I think that's a really smart, it's a smart bit of kit. Are you on the camera on there?
Mm-hmm.
Sniper nozzle. And what do you think the distance is on something like that? What could you said to gutter height, didn't you?
So we can, from here, we can hit the van over there. So what's that, 10 metres?
Yeah. It's quite a distance.
I like that.
Does that come out? Is it a ground?
It's like a pinpoint jet, isn't it?
Ish, yeah.
Pencil jet.
Except it's a bigger jet than a standard pencil jet. So you don't get the atomization. So when you run a small, correct size nozzle in a pencil jet, what happens is, loving this card machine going in. Yeah. So what you get when you use the correct size jets, it comes out under pressure. Once it's gone a few feet away from you, it starts to atomize because of the pressure that's under. So it starts to like mist and spread out. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because this has got a much bigger hole in it. So this is not like the correct size, if you will, for your machine. So it won't generate 200 bar or whatever. This is probably doing 25, 30 bar pressure, but it's doing it at 21 litres a minute. This is like having your finger over the end of a tap, giving that long stream. It's that type of effect. And you get this just long finger over a tap, long stream. It's, like I say, they have their uses. People like them. We're debating whether we're going to laser etch on them or not. At the moment, we just got them in. We put them on cheap.
I think it's a great little thing, little gadget.
We do have a new holder coming this week from ProGrip that's a multi-holder. So it holds a spigot in, your water broom, sniper nozzle, and the other. Just fasten it on the side of your van. One with all the different sizes in for all the different stuff.
Can we talk about the ProGrip stuff?
Talk about whatever you like.
Only because on one of the videos I saw, I think it might have been Sid's, he could turn his pressure washer off at the top of a scaffolding tower with a fancy one of these, basically. Is that one there? So I'll give it that one. So I can have that bolted onto me alley tower.
Yep.
And turn me pressure off.
So basically, that's the top of your tower.
Yep.
That sits in, like so. Clamps on. And the idea is your high pressure hose connects from your machine. You can isolate it on and off, so you can change attachments at the top.
Yep.
I do have some people, although it's not designed to do it, we have people use these instead of triggers on roof poles. And we have some people that don't go from here to a trigger. They turn it on and off, because the biggest killer of anything on a roof is when you slide on and off what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it then falls and hits the roof. So your foot comes off the trigger, bash.
Bang.
Or your finger comes off the trigger and you bash the roof. So people wanted to be able to turn the equipment on, leave it on, and then turn it off in a more controlled way, so they didn't accidentally turn it off. We didn't design it for that. I don't sell it for that. I can't officially sell it to be used directly. I just know people do.
Nice bit of kit.
Yeah, it's nicely made. We put a lot of thought and effort into the design of it so that the weight of the gun is cupped inside this gap here, and then a small plate on the top, so it can't be pulled out.
Yeah.
So even though it's plastic, it's like really, really, really strong.
Is there any safety danger in having quick release stuff, like when you're doing a roof and stuff like that? I've never had it detach itself or anything.
You're more likely to burst a hose than you are for a quick release.
Yeah, I've done that as well.
And you know what it's like when you burst a hose, you get very wet and whipped by the hose. There is, and again with that, there's a bunch of people that will go and buy cheap hydraulic hoses that don't have the cuffs on the end. And the cuffs are quite important on a jet wash because they stop it from pulling out the swage fitting. So it's always about being careful about the hose that you use. But yeah, it's a pro grip thing. That's a cool gadget. Loads of cool gadgets on here.
We'll show me another one then.
This one is your slide trigger. So if you don't want to use a foot pedal, I saw one on here. Here we go. So if you don't want to use a foot pedal, you can use one of them.
I see.
That will then move up and down your bottom length of pole. That's a cool gadget. So me and Daniel spent quite a lot of time arguing about the best solution for that, because basically we can buy the poles like the one above your head, which are the blue ones that come with the trigger on.
Yeah.
And when you want to use the more professional poles, the solution is drill it and use some plumbing pipe clamps, which are rubbish. And we hated it. So we went away and came back with that concept and that idea. This is a version of that idea.
So it'd be holding your pole. Yeah, clever.
Yeah, it comes in all the different sizes. We manufacture them for lots of other people now.
What's your opinion on people pressure washing or steam cleaning roofs?
Feeling different. I personally am not a massive believer in steam cleaning a roof.
Okay.
However, I have had my house roof steam cleaned.
Okay.
So it's a bit like, so I don't care enough that I think that it's a thing.
Right.
Personally. However, I moved into my new house. I wanted my roof to be checked out to be repaired before I had solar panels fitted. The only way that they could check all the tiles if they cleaned it, so they could see if there's any fractures and cracks, they could repair it. I ended up having my roof steam cleaned.
Yeah.
Chris from Revival did an amazing job. Thanks, Chris. And he also did some work on my gutters, because what I was looking for was somebody to replace the tiles, fix my gutters. And he came along and did all, again, you know, he talked about everybody doing a bit of everything. Right?
That's
he came along and did a bit of everything.
Don't want three men to do what? Two jobs?
Oh, when he was up there, he'd already done the work to get up. He'd already put his tower up. He got onto the roof. And then a month after he'd come, I had 30 solar panels put across both sides of my roof, so you can't even see what's been done.
Ruined all his hard work.
Completely destroyed it, yeah.
Do you think there's a need for a bit more certification and stuff like that around this industry? Do you think there's like rules and regulations type of thing? So,
I'm going to try and be politically correct about
you can try.
Right. I believe that there should be more in general. However, with what you guys do exterior cleaning, so you don't end up coming under the same legislation as, let's say, a fixed truck wash. So if you was in a fixed truck wash using one of these machines there, you would have a load of legislation about what happens with your water, what goes on. You guys are outside of that.
Yeah.
Right? And there's no possible way that you could adhere to the same regulations, which you should do.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? You should adhere to the same regulations as a truck wash. You should be collecting and scavenging all the water so it doesn't go down the storm drain, because it could be dirty water, yada, yada, yakety yak. There's also other aspects of working at height. There's loads of people buy hot water stuff that don't get proper advice about it, and there's dangers and safety aspects with the hot water. It's one of the reasons why we don't overly believe in box shipping.
Yeah.
We encourage people to come. We can train them how to use the equipment. We can show them safe and best practice with the equipment. I'm not going to tell you the best way to go and clean a roof.
No.
That's down to your risk assessment and the stuff that you do. But the simple fact that most of you guys, when was the last time you did a risk assessment before you did a job?
I did one recently because I had a big job come in, but like on a general house, oh no.
But you should for every job.
Yeah.
You should, especially if you've got somebody working with you, you should do a risk assessment every
Definitely.
time. And we just don't do these things. I'm not sure how you could be legislated and still do the job. But what I do think is a big help is if you go on the chemical courses and learn about the chemicals.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that if you go on, let's just pick on the Pure Seal course. Chris does a great course up here with the chemical products. Shout out to Chris. Going on that and learning about the products that you're using is important and the dangers that are around it. I think that we're likely to do a safe use of the equipment, something or other within the next, ready for the next season.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're likely to do that because there is a desire for that. So we will be doing that with the stuff that we sell. We'll be doing our own little thing with it. And then you've got the likes of Sid & Co, which will take you for a day.
Yeah.
And train you.
Yeah, I did it with
safe.
Macintosh when I first started doing fresh washing. Yeah.
So that's probably, unless we want to kill it, that's probably as far as we need to go. I think if anybody from the outside starts looking at what you guys do, so not particularly what we do, because we do loads of industries, but what you guys do with the exterior cleaning, if anybody looked at that too closely, you'd all be out of a job really quickly.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. And so, which is why I don't overly get involved. It's like we didn't sell XJet for years. I only have them in now because people want to buy fully ready to go stuff as they leave the door.
Yeah.
I don't like how they're used. I think it's dangerous shooting chemical long distance.
Agreed.
So that's kind of,
and you get just from videos, you could watch people like Sid and put the masks on and they do everything they feel they need to do, but a proper health and safety person came along, like you said.
Yeah, you'd be ruined.
We're not meeting any legislation there.
No, none at all.
Interesting.
I think that was politically correct.
Yeah, I think it was quite good. Well done. So, what do you do for fun outside of here?
Whoa. So I've been trying to get a better work-life balance.
Oh, we're all doing that, mate. Doesn't work though.
I like motorsport.
Okay.
Anything with four wheels. So in my spare time, I volunteer for the governing body of a sport. Don't laugh. It's radio controlled car racing.
Cool.
Oh, I love it.
Right. And I've raced that at European level. But I'm also on the board. So tonight, when I leave here, I'm going to a committee meeting till late at night. So I'll be doing that.
Perfect timing.
That is perfect timing. That is absolutely perfect timing. Let's see if I can stop it. Are you ready? As I've got older, doing less, had emergency heart operation. Well, you're going to get a green insert.
And that's what I wanted. That's the hat. Look at that.
Epic. Great. Show them that. Just show them that now. You recording? They are. They're not fast enough. Yep, that'll pick up enough.
Okay.
That's good.
Stop my banana.
Oh, that's trying to get that work. So, bit of ASMR.
So this is what Darren and Jeff just made for us. So, what do you call that?
The mail. And
One of them.
exterior cleaning roll. Going to call matches.
So on my setup, DCS, we now have fixed 7 oil external maintenance chain, which is class. So when you've done all your 7 odding, following, you can pick water room or a different. One more over pockets. And then all the different nozzles. Love that. Or that one, which is your water room, which I think is really fast. Bit kit. On brand green as well. Very nice. So you were telling us about hobbies, your racing.
Yes, I'm actually in cars. But this last 5 months, those of you that follow on TikTok or my personal Facebook will have seen I've been on a bit of a journey.
Yeah.
Many things, many reasons. Save up a little bit of money. Do a bucket list.
Okay.
2 things that I want to do. Either want to learn how to fly properly or race a full-size race on race. So, what do I start about now?
They were enjoying that. It's going to be the most watched views bit of the video. Yeah.
So, I don't know if you've seen it, but I went down the fly last.
I didn't know.
So my wife and kids, my cousin last year, booked the fly last night over the weight limit. So,
that what kicked this off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only race car week.
Yeah.
I'm over the weight limit, so been and done the flying lesson now. Videos, the pool maverick thing. And I decided that didn't want to learn to fly for fun if I did it. I wanted to go to places. My lifestyle was before the renting thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of on a no-go. In the meantime, the last 4 months, I've been doing trackments.
Yeah.
With a selection of CLRS 400.
Nice.
So you'll notice the dotted with one dog bar.
Yeah.
Store. Might be another one in the barn.
There might be.
I might have accidentally collected a few Clios. I mean, some of the lads.
Quick, those happened back in the day. Yeah.
Well, one of them took what's called Mega One.
Right.
Know you with the turbo?
No.
Where they took the McGann turbo and now they're again. Few more into the thing. So the blue one on car park with 300 horse does all of the noises. Yeah. Get 1, 2. It's really good fun. And so that's sort of made me realise actually that track is probably enough.
Yeah.
So that's been a bit of a journey for me. That the whole book thing has made me a better life. I wanted to get a better work-life balance. I want to spend more time. So Sonia, my wife, worked with me for this year. My reps came in and said, see there, it's gone to work for manufacturing. Great men. Everyone's ever worked with a wife. It's absolutely horrendous. Now we get on great. We're not split up. Just like to put that out there for the record. We're not split up. In fact, better than ever. So she's gone and done that. So it meant that our kids, she's got 13-year-old, fun but normal. So, well, kept on now. They've been allowed to look after the kids. And
yeah.
Because there's nothing to do with work, it's just I think I might have changed.
Yeah.
I want to do things. So we changed stuff around here, we changed do stuff, changed how we dress, changed. Workshop. We started decorating this place out. This is quite a nice place to be.
Very pleasant.
We got rid of the woodchurch stock living here. We have a table and chair. We'd sit, talk to people. when companies leave the free water coolers to try. That's it there.
Go on there.
We just keep rotating the company for free one. As we do, but it's been, I've been trying to find a different way to try and do what I've been doing.
I think in the business world, like in business,
What's a test like? Not even oh, boom.
We have been both business owners, Tom and I'm a business owner, that you have to evolve. You know, we changed what we did 20 years ago, but I can't do now.
Put that into perspective. England's ambulance.
Yeah.
We had like service lads down the road. We still do have service lads out there. As you see, Fester's been in and out.
Yeah.
Whatnot. John's been in and out today. Everybody's been in and out and about. But we don't do contract. I didn't tender for the last one because I wanted to be here to change this. So I was working here 3 days. Still till 2, 3 o'clock. Working till 2, 3 in the morning and driving home. While it was nice turnover, there was no business development or life development. I was stuck in a particular pattern.
Yeah.
It's been nice, it's been nice.
And the weight loss journey, we've been following it. I'm on similar myself, ups and downs. So
I tell you what,
we've done really well, though, yeah.
You know
that is not many. 6, 7, yeah, 7 stones.
6. No, I've done it now, and I've been really upfront about it. I've done more exercise, considerably more exercise, and I've become an annoying person. Gets on something. When the weight's nice, takes the dog life. Done the whole lot all the way through. The secret men don't talk about their mental health or their physical health at all.
No, they don't.
Fat people don't talk about the problem about being fat. Cross over. You don't realise it, but you cross over a point where your body starts to work against you. Your body doesn't process sugars properly because you're pre-diabetic and you don't process sugar properly. No matter how little you eat or how thick your diet is, you don't burn fat. To stay fat or get fatter either on a diet. So, and nobody talks about these stuff, how difficult it is to do stuff. So, I've been quite upfront and open with everybody this year. I've still got another 20 kilo to go before I even consider changing up.
It's going to be.
He's 100 kilo at the moment. I'm not really worried about being. Well, it's happy with all the technology that you guys say.
I've been that way before as well, which is the annoying thing. But there are different stages in your life.
Oh, you're right. 15-7.
Well, there you go.
That's okay, Jack. We're not filming mate. If anybody wouldn't wear jackets, that's Jeff.
It was giveaway, Jeff.
I'm locking you out, John. Bye. I'm locking you out. So.
Yeah, I went on to Clean the Balls podcast with Brian down and shared my role about working too much and it all come on top. So
you know what, don't you?
No, well, yeah, it was just coping mechanism. So other people would work too much or eat too much or not for a fact.
You're okay. You don't have to lock that door. We picked the best spot, obviously, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right down by the front door.